The Mystery of the Midnight Masquerade. The clock struck midnight. The occasion was the end. Guests from far and wide had gathered, each adorned in elaborate masks and ornate costumes. The theme this year was timeless elegance, and the ballroom had been transformed into a scene from a bygone era, complete with towering candelabras and velvet-draped walls. Among the attendees was Emily, a young woman with a passion for solving mysteries. She had always been drawn to the enigmatic aura of the midnight masquerade and had attended every year since her arrival in the town. As she mingled with the masked guests, Emily couldn't help but overhear whispers of a peculiar legend surrounding the masquerade. It was said that a hidden treasure, rumored to be of immeasurable value, could be found within the manor's walls, waiting to be discovered by a worthy soul. Intrigued by the prospect of uncovering such a mystery, Emily decided to embark on a quest of her own. With her keen eye for detail and sharp intellect, she was determined to follow the trail of clues and secrets that had eluded so many before her. Emily began her investigation by discreetly questioning the guests. She learned that the treasure was believed to be hidden behind the walls of the manor, concealed within a hidden chamber. Rumors swirled about ancient maps and cryptic messages, all pointing to the location of the elusive prize. As the night wore on, Emily's inquiries led her to a curious painting hanging in the manor's library. It depicted a lavish masquerade ball. Could these symbols hold the key to the treasure's whereabouts? With the painting's symbols etched into her memory, Emily ventured deeper into the manor, seeking the hidden chamber. She followed a labyrinth of corridors, each more ornate and mysterious than the last, until she arrived at a locked door. As she examined the door, Emily realized that the symbols from the painting matched the intricate design of the keyhole. With a sense of anticipation, she inserted the key she had discovered earlier into the lock. With a satisfying click, the door swung open to reveal a hidden room bathed in a soft, ethereal light. Inside, Emily discovered an astonishing sight, a room filled with treasures from centuries past, including priceless jewels, ornate artifacts, and ancient manuscripts. The legends were true, and she had unearthed the midnight masquerade's hidden treasure. But Emily's triumph was short-lived, for as she examined the treasure, she heard footsteps approaching. Panicked, she quickly closed the door and hid in the shadows. To her surprise, the intruder was a masked figure, dressed in an extravagant costume. As the masked figure approached the hidden room, Emily held her breath. What was their intent? Were they here for the treasure as well? She watched as the figure examined the door, then produced a key of their own. With a heart pounding, Emily watched as the masked figure entered the room. To her astonishment, the figure didn't seem interested in the treasure at all. Instead, they moved to a corner of the room and removed a loose brick from the wall. Behind the brick, the figure uncovered a small box containing a single, handwritten letter. As they read the letter, their masked expression shifted from curiosity to melancholy. Emily couldn't contain her curiosity any longer. She stepped out of the shadows and revealed herself. The masked figure turned, startled but not alarmed. "I didn't expect to find another soul here," the figure said, their voice tinged with sadness. "I come to this room every year to read a letter left to me by someone very dear." Emily listened as the figure explained that the treasure in the room had been amassed by a distant ancestor, but the true value lay in the heartfelt letter, the last communication from a lost love. As dawn broke and the midnight masquerade came to an end, Emily left the hidden room with a newfound understanding. The mystery she had sought to solve had revealed a deeper truth, the value of love, memories, and the stories that connect generations. And so, the legend of the Midnight Masquerade lived on, not as a tale of hidden treasure, but as a reminder that some mysteries are best left untouched, and that the greatest treasures of all are the bonds we share with those we hold dear. Forgotten footsteps in the attic. The old house at 23 Maple Street had always been a source of curiosity for the neighborhood. Its faded paint, overgrown garden, and mysterious attic had long piqued the interest of those who passed by. However, it was the attic that held the deepest mysteries, hidden away like a forgotten memory. For years, the house had been uninhabited. Its previous owner, an elderly recluse named Mr. Jennings, had passed away, leaving the property to sit silently as vines crept up its walls and ivy embraced its windows. Children dared one another to approach the house's iron gate, and teenagers shared ghost stories about the attic, claiming it was haunted by the spirit of Mr. Jennings himself. One warm summer's day, Lucy, a young woman with a passion for adventure, decided to explore the old house. Armed with a flashlight and a curious spirit, she entered through the creaking front door, her heart pounding with excitement and trepidation. The interior of the house was like a time capsule, frozen in the past. Dust-covered furniture, draped in white sheets, stood as silent witnesses to the passage of time. Lucy's footsteps echoed through the quiet house as she made her way up the creaking staircase, her flashlight casting eerie shadows on the walls. The attic door loomed at the end of the narrow corridor. Lucy hesitated for a moment, then gathered her courage and pushed it open. She was met with a gust of stale air and a room shrouded in darkness. Her flashlight revealed an assortment of forgotten items, dusty books, vintage clothing, and a stack of old newspapers. As Lucy began to explore the attic's contents, her flashlight flickered, casting strange, dancing shadows. She noticed a trail of dusty footprints leading deeper into the attic. Someone had been here recently, despite the house's long abandonment. Following the footprints, Lucy discovered a hidden alcove at the far end of the attic. There, she found an old wooden chest covered in cobwebs. With trembling hands, she opened it to reveal a trove of letters, photographs, and journals. It was Mr. Jennings' personal collection of memories spanning decades. Lucy meticulously examined the letters and photographs, piecing together the life of the man who had lived in this house. Mr. Jennings had been an artist, a war veteran, and a lover of nature. His journals were filled with poetic descriptions of the changing seasons, the songs of birds, and the beauty of the garden he had once tended. As she delved deeper into the past, Lucy felt a deep connection to the man who had once called this place home. She realized that Mr. Jennings had been a kind and gentle soul, misunderstood by the world outside. His footprints in the attic were evidence of a man who had revisited his cherished memories time and time again. Lucy knew that these memories deserved to be shared, not left to gather dust in the attic. She decided to honor Mr. Jennings' legacy by turning the old house into a museum dedicated to his art, his love for nature, and his enduring spirit. The neighborhood rallied behind her, helping to restore the house to its former glory. As the doors of the museum opened, visitors from near and far came to learn about the forgotten artist and his rich life. Mr. Jennings' paintings adorned the walls, and his journals spoke of a love for beauty that transcended time. The house, once shrouded in mystery, now resonated with the laughter of children and the appreciation of art. Lucy had not only uncovered forgotten footsteps in the attic, but had also uncovered the forgotten heart of a man whose passion had touched the world in ways he could never have imagined. In preserving his memory, she had breathed life back into a house that had long been silent, turning it into a place where the past and the present coexisted in harmony. And so, the house at 23 Maple Street, once a subject of neighborhood curiosity, became a place of inspiration, a testament to the enduring power of art, and a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful stories are hidden in the most unexpected places.